Welcome to Fear and Fiction, where stories are strange and the fear is real. What's good, Fear and Fiction family? It's your boy RT. I know, I've been gone for a minute. I do apologize. I've been a bit under the weather, but I'm a little bit better now. Gonna power through it. I want to thank everyone for your well wishes, asking me if I was still alive. I'm here. I'm alive. Apologize for my setup. It's not exactly where I want it to be, but we're gonna get there. If you're new here, welcome. We're a family. We're telling real stories, real places. Now let's get into it. This happened to me in December of 2016 in Palaca, Florida. If you don't know Palaca, it's a small river town in North Florida. Not a tourist place, not a beach town, just quiet streets, old houses, and a lot of people who lived there their entire lives. Everybody knows everybody, and if something's off, you notice. I had just moved there for work. Took a night job at a paper mill outside of town. Cheap rent, nothing fancy. I was renting the back half of an old duplex on North 6th Street, about 5 minutes from the St. Johns River. The front unit had been empty for years. Landlord told me nobody wanted it because it had issues. I didn't ask what kind. Rent was cheap, and I wasn't trying to stay long. It was December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. I was working nights, sleeping during the day. That night, I got home around 2:40 a.m. Town was dead quiet. No cars, no lights, just street lamps and bugs hitting them. When I pulled into the driveway, I noticed something immediately. The front unit had Christmas lights on. That stopped me, because the front unit was supposed to be empty. No power, no tenants, no anything. The lights weren't blinking or decorative either. Just a single white light glowing steady in the front living room window. I sat in my car for a minute watching it. I figured the landlord had someone cleaning it out, or maybe someone squatting. Palaca has a lot of that. I went inside my unit, locked the door, and tried to forget it. Around 3:15 a.m., I heard footsteps. Not outside, inside the house. Slow, heavy, like someone was walking across old wood floors. The duplex was old, so I told myself it was just the building settling. Pipes, temperature change. Florida humidity does weird stuff. Then I heard it again. This time it moved from the front unit toward the shared wall, then stopped, right before my bedroom. I sat in my bed, listening. Nothing. No TV, no talking, no music. Just that white light bleeding through the thin curtains in the living room, shining brighter than it should have. I checked my phone. No missed calls, no texts. At 3:32 a.m., I heard a knock. Not on my door, on the inside wall. One knock, then another. Like someone tapping from the other side of the duplex. I didn't answer. I didn't move. Then I heard a voice, muffled, calm. "Hey, you home?" I didn't recognize it. I stayed quiet. The voice spoke again. "I know you in there. Your car's outside." That made my stomach drop. Then something scraped along the wall, slow, dragging, like fingers. I grabbed my phone and turned on the flashlight. The light in my bedroom flickered when I did. That's when the knocking started again, faster this time. 3 knocks, then 4, then silence. I waited until sunrise. When the sun came up, I walked outside and went straight to the front unit. The door was locked, windows dusty, cobwebs everywhere. No sign anyone had been there. No extension cords, no decorations, no explanation of the light. I called my landlord. He went quiet when I told him. Then he said, "I forgot to mention something. Apparently the last tenant in the front unit died 3 years earlier. Heart attack, Christmas morning, sitting in the living room with the lights on. Power was shut off that same day. No one ever turned it back on. I moved out 2 days later. On Christmas night, while parking my car, I looked back at the duplex one last time. The front window was dark, but as I drove away, I saw it come back on again in my rearview mirror. Just one white light, steady, waiting." I should have trusted my gut the first time I saw him. December 22nd, 2018, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I was Christmas shopping at the Walmart on Old Fort Parkway around 8 p.m. Last minute stuff, wrapping paper, batteries, a few toys my niece asked for. Parking lot was packed. Cars circling, people hauling bags, Christmas music playing through the outdoor speakers, normal holiday chaos. I parked near the back. Didn't have a choice. Every spot up front was taken. When I got out of my car, I noticed a guy leaning against his silver Chevy Malibu, 3 spots back. Black hoodie, hands in pockets, just standing there. Not loading groceries, not on his phone, just watching. I locked my doors and headed inside. Spent maybe 40 minutes in the store, got everything I needed, checked out, and walked back to my car. The guy was still there. Same spot, same car, same position. But now he was looking directly at me. I kept walking, got to my car, loaded my bags in the trunk, got in, and locked the doors. When I started the engine, I checked my mirrors. The Malibu was backing out. I put my car in reverse, the Malibu stopped. I waited. So did he. Then I pulled forward to leave. The Malibu followed. Not close enough to be obvious, just 2 cars behind keeping pace. I told myself I was being paranoid. Walmart parking lot, everyone's leaving at the same time. Coincidence. But when I turned left on Old Fort Parkway, the Malibu turned left. When I merged on the I-24, the Malibu merged too. My chest got tight. I changed lanes. The Malibu changed lanes. I slowed down. The Malibu slowed down. I sped up. The Malibu sped up. I called my husband. Someone's following me. He said, "Are you sure?" "I'm sure." He said, "Where are you?" "On 24, heading toward Smyrna. He's been behind me since Walmart." "Don't go home. Drive to the police station." I took the next exit. Medical Center Parkway. The Malibu took it too. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely grip the wheel. I turned into the Shell gas station. Bright lights, people pumping gas, cameras everywhere. The Malibu pulled in behind me and stopped. Didn't park, just stopped, engine running. I stayed in my car, doors locked, phone in my hand, watching him in my rearview mirror. He sat there for 2 minutes, just staring. Then he backed up, turned around, and drove off. I waited 10 more minutes before I left. Checked every mirror, took side streets, made random turns. He didn't come back. When I got home, I told my husband everything. He wanted to call the police, but I didn't have a plate number, didn't get a clear look at the guy's face, just a silver Malibu and a bad feeling. 2 days later, Christmas Eve, I saw on the news a woman in Murfreesboro had been carjacked in the Walmart parking lot. Same Walmart, same night I was there. She fought back. They shot her leg and took the car. Silver Chevy Malibu. Police found it abandoned the next day. Guy was never caught. I don't know if it was the same man who followed me. I don't know if he was waiting for me to go somewhere more isolated. I don't know what would have happened if I had driven home instead of to the police station. But I do know this. He wasn't shopping. He wasn't waiting for someone. He was hunting. And I was the one he picked. Now I don't park in the back anymore. I don't shop alone at night. Every time I see a silver Malibu, my stomach drops. But somewhere out there, he's still waiting, still driving, still watching. I thought it was just kids stealing packages. December 24th, 2019, Tampa, Florida. My neighborhood, Carrollwood, quiet, suburban, mostly families. The kind of place where people leave Christmas lights on all night and nobody worries about locking their doors. I was home wrapping gifts around 3 p.m. when I heard a car door slam outside. Didn't think much of it. Christmas Eve, delivery is running late, nobody's coming home from work. Then I heard the doorbell camera ping. I pulled up the app on my phone. The guy was standing on my porch. White tank top, baggy jeans, tattoos on both arms. He wasn't holding a package. Wasn't wearing a uniform. Just standing there, looking at my door. Then he picked up the Amazon box I'd gotten that morning and walked away. I ran to the window, watched him get into a beat-up Honda Civic parked on the curb. Passenger seat, somebody else was driving. I grabbed my phone and called 911. I told them someone just stole my package off my porch. Are they still there? No, they just drove off. Did you get a plate number? I hadn't. I was too slow. Dispatcher took my information and said they'd send an officer over, but honestly, I didn't expect much. Package theft isn't exactly a priority on Christmas Eve. An hour later, my doorbell rang. I checked the camera. It was a cop. I opened the door. That was fast. He looked confused. Ma'am, did you call about a package theft? Yeah, about an hour ago. We got another call. Same neighborhood, same car, but this time the homeowner confronted them. My stomach dropped. What happened? They shot him. I felt my legs go weak. He's alive, but he's in surgery. We think it's the same guys who hit your house. He asked me to describe what I saw. I told him everything. White tank tops, tattoos, beat up Civic, 2 people in the car. He wrote it down. If you see them again, do not engage. Call us immediately. 3 days later, they caught him. Turned out they'd been hitting all the houses over in Carrollwood for weeks, stealing packages, scoping out homes, and coming back later for bigger jobs. The guy who got shot, he chased him out into the street, tried to grab the package back. One of them pulled out a gun and fired twice. Hit him once in the shoulder. He survived, but barely. I never got my packages back. It was just Christmas decorations, nothing valuable. But every time I think about it, I think about what would have happened if I'd ran outside instead of calling 911, if I confronted them, if I'd been the one chasing them down the street. I don't leave packages on the porch anymore. I don't answer the door unless I'm expecting someone. And I damn sure don't chase anyone over a box. Because it's not about the package. It's about what happens when you assume someone is stealing from you is just a thief and not someone willing to kill you over $20 worth of stuff. I want to thank everyone for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. As I feel better, I will make more videos. Thank you for your time.